It's going to be interesting for sure, this draft. I do stick with Motivate draft if I was to pick a draft here, but again, it's Among Us, right? Like, regardless of the draft, it's an extremely strong team.
I don't know. Like, his creep wave was shoved in, so you would think that he would have a slight edge, but the fact that Fearless can't keep up too well is a bit of a bad sign still.
Oh, nice skewer back. Abed, he's going to be in trouble. That should be first blood coming out, but Abed, he's trying to survive. He cannot. Fearless. He does get him with the skewer. Oh, and that is a fantastic start for Motivate Trust. Maybe all right. Cuckoo doesn't have the lasso yet, so there's no real kill potential here for them. Like Jackie should be all right, and he's farming very well on that AM, by the way, John. 37 and 10 right now. But Abed, mid lane, he's going to die again. He's still not level 6, and man, Fearless he's putting on a show so far, John. That's his second kill onto Abed.
He just wants those kills early. He wants to rack it up, get his snowball advantage that way. And, you know, they've just opened up the map. You talked about the top farm. It's been great, although they are being contested for these stacks.
They are. Nice fish around. Cuckoo now going to chase down Boom Bell. And should be able to get him, but Fearless is going to stick around. And with the skewer back again from Fearless, into jabs, into the T2 tower. Oh boy, it's turning into the Fearless show. Bot lane, Masaros in a bit of danger, tries to go after Savage, will get the kill anyway. Savage does get the kill first, but I would say that's more worthwhile for Masaros.
Yeah, I mean, he's slowing down the Terrorblade farm, he's forcing out the Metamorphosis use and killing him off right at the start of it. So, when Savage respawns, he's not going to have Meta up. It slows down his farm, although down mid.
Abed trying to go onto Q. The Tiny, a bit tankier than you'd want, but he is eventually going to go down, and here comes Masaros. He'll make the chase. Meanwhile, Fearless kills off Cuckoo on the Bat Rider. Masaros will not be able to chase. Fearless, however, now 4-0-0 on the Magnus.
If you fall behind here, that does mean Abed plays catch-up. So you're lacking one piece of your toolkit, but you do have a smoke up here. Cuckoo jabs with Whitemon. Want to make a play.
Oh, Jackie, he blinked into them as well. Oh, that is so unfortunate. They commit the Echo Slam, they commit the lasso, and Jackie, he's going to give the kill over to Abed of all things. Oh, that is very unfortunate for Jackie. Of course, with Masaros around on the Abaddon, he's going to be able to keep them pretty safe with that Aphotic Shield and the Miscoil. They are going to continue trying to get this tier 1 because they do have the RP. In fact, there goes Q getting a toss back onto Masaros, and the Static Storm is also dropped. That should mean Jab's gone, and does, but Fearless is very, very low. So Abed going to chase, but a great RP out. He got Abed on the Storm. Now Jackie, with the Mana Void, does get the kill. And that is perfect timing from Fearless on the Mag.
Jackie in a big way. Abed is really the outlier here. It's just not been a good start. And he tends to be the guy that enables Savage hold up.
Oh, Echo out from Jabs. It's onto Fearless with the Static Storm out, and now the RP. Abed's caught out again. He needs to get out of there, but there might be enough damage. He's trying to fight back, but no. They will not be able to get Abed out. He does die, but so does Fearless. But I don't know. If you're Motivate Trust, you might be happy about that regardless. They're just going to keep this up. Because the moment you slip up and you stop farming on Jackie, you know Savage is going to take over on this Terrorblade. In fact, mid lane, tier 1 tower is about to drop, but Jabs in with the Blink Dagger and Inkswell will be able to take down Masaros. And he did not have the borrowed time up.
You will have to go for these outpost raids, and yeah.
No. Excuse me, Among Us. They're really going to change these name tags, John. It's getting very confusing for me. Zip in with the Inkswell now onto Masaros, but he does have the borrowed time. He should be able to survive this one. He won't even need to pop it. Disha is there. They still want that borrowed time, but Masaros is still going to survive without it. Q, he'll blink in. There's your borrowed timeout. And now Cuckoo, he'll go for the lasso. Bring him back in, but a nice glimpse back on Cuckoo. Masaros still alive. They're waiting for him to get back to that high ground so they can take the fight, but Jabs will not allow it. He will block it off, and that'll be Masaros will die.
MG Trust are back to farming. They've lost one. They just want to keep building up this net worth lead, get bigger, although
They're waiting. This outpost is being taken, but they want to fight. Jackie's going to jump in. He doesn't want that outpost taken. Prior to that 20-minute mark, Static Storm is on Savage. They've got the Terrorblade, but he's not down yet. But there's your RP now from Fearless. He only got one, but Abed will be there to save. But no, Savage, he does go down. But how do you continue this team fight if you MG Trust? Can you? Yeah, you can. Q, he jumps in for an avalanche toss, kills off Whitemon, and there goes Cuckoo. An MG Trust. Not only do they keep the outpost, Masaros, he'll show in the mid lane, try to bait them out. They have spotted out Abed with that deep observer ward in that Radiant jungle. They know where he is. Abed, he's playing very, very safe here, but Q is going to get there with the avalanche, and now they've got the Static Storm out. Abed has no help around. And MG Trust going to find him once again.
Among Us, they do have blinks. They are smoked up. They can try to contest.
They've got that Echo on Jabs. They've got to make a play happen right here, right now, because they are falling way too far behind. They'll get in with the Inkswell on the illusion. It'll be going down. Jabs needs a big Echo. Flame break. Gonna knock him out. There's your reflection now. Plenty of vision for the 4-man Echo out from Jabs. Right in there. But do they have the follow-up damage? They do. Fearless and Boombell both die, but the Roshan's still alive. They're buying back. Fearless is coming back in, but it might be too late. In fact, never mind Fearless. It's actually the Disruptor. Fearless did not have buyback. Jabs will get the tip.
It's an additional way of initiating on our Shaker. Really starting to find a good amount of farm there.
Oh, I bet.
And
He zips right past them. Goodness me.
He's got to be a bit careful. His Aegis did expire, so you don't have that second life.
Mid lane, they got Jackie. They got the lasso off on Jackie with the Inkswell out. Jackie's trying to survive, but he cannot. They'll keep going now with that AM dead onto Q. That'll be your Tiny, who yules up, try and survive a bit longer, but there's no way out. He'll go down and now onto Fearless, who skewers Arbet away, and he gets glimpsed back anyway. Boombell gonna be chased by the Inkswell of Cuckoo. They do get the kill. A double kill out for Savage. And Fearless, that is not the time to farm, so he needs to make a run for it. Jabs will go for the outpost first, but decides better of it. However, the Fisher is just going to be slightly short. Cuckoo's still going, however. Masaros is going to join in. Should be it. Masaros, he should be alright, but Savage wants to go for the high ground, or maybe not. Fearless will get a nice skewer back onto Cuckoo. He wants the Batrider down, but they don't have the damage output. Now Arbet gonna zip in, and they will be able to get the kill. Into that top tier 3 it is. You've got buyback on Fearless, but you want to wait for Jackie.
They are trying to hold out, but there's still an Echo Slam from Jab, so you will have to watch your positioning here in the high ground. Looks like they're not going to even respawn in time. They're just going to lose a set of racks.
Yes, they are. You still got the AM, so you have plenty of split pushing potential. Problem being those Q, Avalanche Toss, Arbet getting Abyssal Bladed up, but Mana Void is not there yet. Jackie does get it off. They do at least get Arbet on the Storm, and now they might want to go for a bit more. But no, the TPs are out.
Mind you, he did pop his 10-second BKB charge to TP out in the high ground without vision. Maybe a bit of a panic TP to ensure that, just to cut their losses. But you are down a shorter charge, although Jackie.
He's in trouble trying to take the outpost. Echo being committed just with the lasso as well, Jackie. Oh, Jackie. Bit of wishful thinking there from Jackie. It's going to be a free Roshan for Among Us, which will give them the Aegis and the cheese. Looks like Savage will take the Aegis and they give the cheese over to Arbet. Be careful, Fearless does have that Bloodthorn. They have a way to kill him. He is all alone. I know he has the Aegis, but he's playing very ballsy. Still, Fearless will miss the skill back. So now he takes the tier 3 tower and the rest of the team is going to meet up with him. That reflection making it very hard, but a nice toss back out from Q now. Savage is underneath the tier 4 towers. He gets the BKB Sunder off on Jackie, but Jackie's fighting back. He wants that Terrorblade, but he's forced to blink out. Now back onto Fearless. He can knock at the RP off in time, and he does not have buyback. Oh no, Fearless after a perfect game. Now you don't have buyback gold.
But there's the Ags.
There's the Ags. Arbet's got Ags up, so mini black hole is upon us.
He's got a regen as well. This was perfect.
He's got a regen? Oh, he does too, and he's going to zip in onto 2 with the 2-man Vortex. Now the reflection is there out from Savage. They've blown up Boom Bell. They've got the Soulbind there. Cuckoo is just waiting, just running around them in circles. There's the Avalanche out from Q, but can Masros even make it to the fountain? He can. He does make it back. It's still a very tough defense, however, a nice glimpse. It's going to be there, but Jabs, he's got the Echo in the fountain with the Vortex out from Arbed, and they have slammed the lid shut on this game. They've got the Megas, they're onto the tier 4 towers, the game's over. They're not going to defend.
Maybe they're waiting for that respawn on Fearless. They've still got RP. I guess they could try for a last-ditch effort, but when your Ancient's exposed like this, it's going to be difficult still.
Oh, they jump in. Jackie's going to try with the RP out onto Arbed. They'll get the Storm perhaps, but no, Arbed, he eats the cheese in time. He's going to survive, and they're going to go back onto the side of Motivate Trust. Yeah, you got the Aegis, but who cares about that? Arbed, he'll get Fearless. They'll go after Jackie now. He'll try to blink away, and he'll successfully blink away, at least for now, but he's all alone, and there's the GG call. Motivate Trust, they had such a good start. Oh man, they had like an 85-90% win rate at 20 minutes in, but that one Roche fight, Jabs with the 4-man Echo turning it all around.
OD, that's gonna be a nice one. We haven't seen too much of it, but it is rather effective. So it is the Abed OD up against an Ember mid. Again, you mentioned it gets worse as it goes on. Level 3, when you have level 2 Astral, it gets really annoying. That range lets you really just cast it safely. And Fearless, you see every time the Flame Guard's up, you just time that imprisonment, you don't get value.
Very low down at that bot lane, trying to fight back, but he does not have reactive armor. And 23 Savage is going to be able to get the first blood into Whitemon. He's trying to run away, and will make it out as Boombill now going to be chased down by Savage. He wants the double. The static kinetic field is not going to hold him in.
It's a tricky one. I think he went for the Flame Guard build as well to mitigate that, but again, you're not getting value from it because every time he turns it on, Abed just pops his own.
Yep.
See, so there's just no push, and the Flame Guard, I mean, it's tankier now at level 2, but as the damage goes up from Abed, that's just not going to last long, although...
Got the chains off and the slide. Fearless.
Ooh,
gets Abed again.
He'll have to be cautious, but just pushing his luck a bit more than he'd want and gets punished. So Fearless, we've seen this in game 1, but you give him a good start like this, even from a slower start, he can really make it work.
Savage got killed off by a neutral creep. How? How did that happen though? Seriously?
Yeah, it really does. So it's a slower start, just waiting for those level spikes. Although
Remnants onto Abed. Fearless, he kind of missed a couple of those. Fearless now going to get cookied on by Jabs with the Scatter Blast out, and he has no Remnants to get back out of this one. He'll try to make a run for it. Stick charges up, Slider Fist to dodge an attack, but it's not going to be enough. They have the glimpse there. They have the Astral from Abed. They will gift the man a free kill.
It's a great one coming out. Good punishment from Among Us. Yeah, it's that time of the game where Among Us need to take a step back, just play the farming game. Abed is on a bit of a slower core. You know, it's not as space-making as his other cores, although Cuckoo might be able to make some plays happen.
He X's up Fearless. Fearless still going to keep fighting, but there's plenty of heroes around. They'll go towards the Remnant, but Abed didn't have the Astral yet. They'll glimpse him back instead. Fearless has another Remnant to use, but the Static Storm is going to be dropped. He can't get out of the silence either, and Savage is going to walk in to help out with the kill. Fearless just playing too far on the edge there, does pay for it.
You know, you are getting that space out. Masaros as well is just constantly shoving into top tier 1, keeping Jabs in this spot, so you don't have to meet openings, although they TP down here.
Well, Masaros got to be slightly cautious. Fearless does kill off Whitemon down at the bot lane, but you don't want to lose Masaros like this. He does get torrented in the cookie. Abed has sanities, but won't commit yet. He'll just get the Astral off. Shotgun is going to be out from Jabs, and that's going to be enough. Masaros will die for the second time this game. He was just about to have his Hood of Defiance coming out as well in the Courier, but looks like he might just have to wait till he respawns. Still, while that's happening, they are taking the mid-tier 1 tower, so this is very worthwhile for MG Trust, but now they've got to get the hell out of here. Fearless needs a Remnant. Cuckoo looking for an X attempt, won't throw it out yet. Fearless still playing on the edge, does eventually get away, but now Abed has the Astral Imprisonment, and that'll mean they can easily get Fearless with the cookie out. They do. 23 Savage, the one to pick that one up, and that'll make it a 6-3 now. 11.5 minutes in. Not allowing them to get close until they are ready with their own items on Among Us. Well, maybe the bot lane. They saw Cuckoo, they see Jabs. They may dive for this. Remnant is there. Cuckoo going to get spotted out, gets the chains off into the arrow. He did boat, so his team is going to come in and try to help him out. Cuckoo, he'll pop the drums and try to survive this, but there's the Moonlight Shadow now. Still the Static Storm has caught out Fearless on the Ember, but it's not going to last long enough. Fearless, he'll be alright. Still Abed going to go for it with the Sanity's drop. It's not going to be too much damage, but it might just be enough for Fearless with the Mortimer's Kisses. No, they get the False Promise in time, so he is going to be able to remnant away, but Jackie's still in danger. He'll go for the RP, but is it going to be enough damage? Abed, he gets arrowed by Q. He'll die. Savage going to jump back in on Jackie. Does get the kill back, but might die himself, and he does. Masaros able to take the kill on the Timber, and now Q's going for more. Onto Cuckoo. Cuckoo's so close to dying, just can't go down yet, but the chains not going to be there. The X was out from Cuckoo. Into Jabs. Arrow is going to not connect. Ooh, a close call. Still a Hurricane Pike now there on Abed. So this could be nice timing from him. However, in the Radiant Triangle, Savage going to get spotted, but smoke is broken. They want to go after the PA with the Remnants forward, but he'll blink, but what a great Fortune's End into the RP, but they've got the Static Storm and Bow down just in the nick of time. Cuckoo's trying to run, but he is going to die. Now the glimpse back onto Masaros, making sure he can't get any more vision. However, Fearless is going to jump back in by himself with that DD rune. Sanity's not going to be enough to kill him off. Now Jackie back in, does kill off Jabs. They've even got Whitemon on the Disruptor, but the Astral will save him for now, but not for long, as he is going to die. Another 3 heroes dead for the side of Among Us, and Motivate Trust, they are starting to look really good in this game number 2.
It's starting to look like it, Mike. Every match, it's there. Still, I love that Savage switched out to the BKB and they smoke up. They know the RP's down. They got to punish here.
They do. Masaros, not the target they want to go on. He is just a bit too tanky, but they're going to try anyway. With the drums pop, here comes Fearless, however, with the double chains out. Now Whitemon going to die straight off the bat, so you don't have that Static Storm left. Cuckoo going to get the boat out in time, but he might just die anyway, as they just have so much damage on MG Trust. Abed, he's going to be cautious in that mid lane, because they are just trying to rush him. Abed, oh, look at Fearless, he's cut him off. Great game sense out from Fearless. He knows exactly where the OD would go. And Abed, he'll get punished for trying to farm up that mid wave. It's going to go down. Another kill out for Jackie.
Ooh, this is it's getting pretty scary, MG Trust. So you need to get these items flowing. The farm has to come out somewhere. There's a lot of emphasis here for the sports to really get some control back in these jungles. Although
lane, Boom Bell in a spot of danger, but Fate's Edict is going to make it very hard for Savage to get any hits off. And now the False Promise. Savage does force it, but they are going to try and maybe go after this kill with the arrow. Not going to connect. Savage, he'll jump back in onto the Oracle, but this is going to cost him his life, perhaps. It's just not worth it. He'll have the BKB up now, but that's just an Oracle kill. Does now have the Aghanim Scepter up. He can make use of it. You'll have to wait till he gets back to the fountain and picks it up.
It's going to be a big spike there for Jabs, but you've got this BKB ready to go on Jackie.
Savage. Masaros, no Yule's up. Just holds on to it again. Gonna chain after him. There's your Yule's now into the arrow of Q, and it's gonna land perfectly. A nice 5-second arrow into the Starfall, and Savage did not want to commit his BKB. He will get punished.
But without Savage around, they might not have a choice here.
Scan it out. They know they're in there, but MG Trust are taking it quite quick. They're trying to make their way over. Cuckoo could get vision, but Masaros going to cut him off with the Timbersaw. Torrent is still going to be in the pit. They have vision, but they have no way to get in. Now the Static Storm. They caught out Fearless in the backlines, but they've lost Cuckoo on the Kunkka. And a chains is out now onto Whitemon. So glimpse away, but Arrow is going to connect, and Whitemon going to die. Now with that Aegis up with the RP.
And those 10-second charges are going to make it hard for Abed to build his stacks up on the OD.
Abed doesn't get the Astral off in time. To Masaros, and they've got Cuckoo. He's going to throw the boat out. It might just be too late for it, though. He is all alone. His team is not going to be able to help him. And there, Cuckoo, he does just die. Now they want more Masaros. He'll go forward. Fearless with the remnants. Nice static storm out from Whitemon, though. He catches two, but RP is there from Jackie. He's got Savage, but the Astral is going to save him. With the buyback on Cuckoo now. They want to take this team fight knowing the RP is down. Glimpse back onto Boombell. They want the Oracle dead, and they will get the Oracle dead. Onto Masaros it will be. He chains TPs, but the X is out for Cuckoo just in the nick of time. And that'll mean Masaros is also going to go down. Nice punishment out from Among Us now. They desperately needed it. But Jackie does also still have the Aegis, so you imagine he does want to keep fighting. That RP is going to be back up in 15. For now, though, they are going to hold out. Masaros going to get eyes on Among Us. See where they are, and he goes straight onto Savage with the Yules out in Q. Another arrow to fly in onto Savage. A 5-second charge. Jackie is going to blow up 23. Now onto the OD Abed. How do you get out of this one? He'll Astral. He'll try to TP, but Jackie, can he get the RP in time? He can. And they do not have buybacks.
Oh boy.
If MG Trust realize they could go high ground right now. Chains in, Masaros, again just being the frontliner for the team is MG Trust. They're going to move up now. They may only have time for a T3 tower though. It is pretty hard to fight without the RP up. But Yules, arrow going to fly in. Whitemon does pop the arrow and the skewer back to make sure they can take the easy safe kill. And Whitemon also does not have buyback gold, so into the racks now. They have time. Savage is up in 10 seconds, but it's probably not going to matter. MG Trust, they get torrented, but they will have time to leave if they wish. They do have some buybacks now up on Among Us, so this team fight could go pretty well for them. They'll glyph first.
Oh.
But RP is going to be there straight onto Abed, and they're just going to delete the OD. He'll buy back. Jackie does not want to fight without the RP or the BKB for that matter, so he's out. Q might be in a spot of trouble, but 23 Savage, he's trying to go for the fight here onto the mag. And oh my god, the crit just takes him out. Now Fearless has to rip it out of there. Masaros has been left behind, and he's going to go down. Tries for the TP, but it's going to be no good. That's 3 down for Motivate. Why has Fearless got Dagon's queued up? It's a confusing one for me, John. I guess it's good when the PA BKB wears off. You could just kind of use Dagon 5 and try to get him. But Cuckoo caught out on the Kunkka. Gets a nice torrent. Cookie not going to help him out too much. He's going to die. And now there is a gobble up to the backline. Savage, but he doesn't want to fight this. So Jabs is going to die. Savage, he just gets out of there. And now, with 2 more diebacks, there's another mid-creep wave coming in. He hasn't cut that one, so they're going to lose the secondary racks now. They've got Cuckoo up very, very soon, but they have lost the secondary.
They do smoke up. They want to reveal this item in a big way that was under an obs or at the edge of it. They might be aware of this one.
There is an RP up, though. You've got to be very cautious about this. If they die, this game could possibly be over. Cuckoo, get the X off onto Q. Whole team just in the river waiting. Q gonna cop the boat, but Fearless is gonna jump in, and now Savage getting gobbled up straight onto Q, but your false promise is out, and now Jackie, he got the RP onto 23 Savage, and is gonna be able to take him out. No buyback on him. Now Arbet's a sitting duck in the mid lane. He's trying to force out of there, but it's gonna be no good. Uh-oh. Motivate Trust. They may have just done it, John. They may be forcing it to a game number 3.
It's going to be a hard defense, and they're going to have to pop this buyback in Cuckoo, but I don't see too much success here. Numbers game are not in their favor. Maybe find some opportunities with jabs, but it's a lot to try to stave off, and Masaros even gets a Desolator to speed us up.
I love it. Deso Timbersaw, but he's in a spot of danger here. Fortune's End going to fly out. Masaros going to return back to his team as Fearless is going to take his spot, but Rule Remnant back out as well. They just want to go for that Ancient, but Mortimer's Kisses are going to fly in. They'll delay things, take out the creep wave and buy more time. Ancient is exposed now. It's just a very hard defense to try and go for, but they're going to throw out the Torrent and boat. It's the GG has been called. MD Trust. They do get it to a game number 3. And I'll tell you what, John. This team, they are really giving it to Among Us.
Oh yeah.
It'll be the Mars. Okay. Haven't seen Cuckoo play the Mars in a while, John. It's not a bad pickup, but it's not exactly going to do too much up against the Jug, because you can just spin away from the Spear. Spamming out the God's Rebuke and Spear whenever Jackie does want to get close for a CS. Jackie is only at 10. He's less than half of what Savage has got. Speaking of Savage, he might just be dead, and he is. Masaros able to get the first blood. Of course, Whitemon on the Enchantress was roaming around trying to secure the 4-minute power rune, and they might get Fearless instead. Fearless trying to run. It's a Fairy Fire, but Whitemon have the damage with that level 1 impetus. Does get the kill. It's like Abed, however, has hit that 6 mark before Fearless, who is still level 5. Wants to go in. Actually, the neutral's netting him up as well. Fearless. Oh, it was actually Whitemon. I was going to say, that's very unfortunate. The Oracle as well now. Going to try and help out, but he is already too late. Boombell is going to go down. Great rotation out from Whitemon, though, with that snare. And of course, Jabs with the follow-up damage. Holy moly! Without Fearless having that RP up, Among Us, they're just going to push in this tier 1 mid tower. Q's trying to slow it down, but he can't fight back. In fact, Abed gets the chains off, and Q just gets blown up. Uh-oh. We might be about to witness the Abed show, or maybe not. Fearless, he'll cancel off the TP with a nice skewer. Arrow won't connect. Jabs will jump back in, back onto that Magnus. Abed has another slide of his chains in a moment and does get it off. Fearless will go down. Maybe they get a trade on Abed, and they will. But they've left Fearless at level 5. Abed is now level 7.
Yeah, so it's really what that mid-tier 1 early gives you. Just so much control in the jungle. They are aware of where Jackie is. He does not have mana here.
Yes, the surround out as well. Jackie, he doesn't have spin. Oh, they are just destroying them now Among Us. Masaros is trying to dish out the damage, but Savage is really not caring. Maybe now with the Aether, though no, he'll rage up. He'll avoid it. Back to the creeps, but now the Viper strikes out. With the Aether connecting, Savage made a mistake and does go down. However, top lane, they're going to try and go onto Jackie on that Jug. He does have the spin. He does have the Omni. And Boombell is going to be around to help him out anyway. They may not want to play with the Viper, though. It's a bit of a harder kill to get, but they might have to now as Boombell's going to TP in on the Oracle. Get it up. Whitemon going to get started with the impetus damage, but not forcing too much. But here comes Abed, and now a nice arena out from Cuckoo, catching 2 of them. Q's going to try and come in with an Aether Remnant. It'll barely work out. Abed gets a double, now wants another, but won't be able to reach Q. But that tier 2 top tower is as good as gone.
Way too many wards here. No tier 2 to TP into. The mid tier 2 still stands, but if a Roche breaks out, you don't have control anymore.
Fearless, he gets chained up into the arrow of Jabs, and that's Fearless gone. Oh, it's turning into a real stomp here in this game number 3. You might be able to get it this time, but Cuckoo's still being annoying. Not backing off, has the spear up, gets it on the tree, and now Abed's going to come in for the kill attempt, although he does commit the Omni, but it's going to do really no damage. Abed's just going to hunt him down. Jackie will go for a spin. Cuckoo may die. No. God's Rebuke is there. And they still have that tier 1 bot tower standing.
That is insane. They've punished Whitemon, though, but this is a team without Treant keeping their tier 1s alive at...
Let's just try and pick off Jabs. Q, not going to be able to get him with that Fortune's End that flew out. Now Whitemon going to show himself and go for the enchant onto Q and force out the Dissimulate. He doesn't actually have Astral Step charges right now. Goes for the Aether Remnant, but Cuckoo could still try for the arena if he really wants. He just doesn't have much help around to help him out here, but instead they'll go onto Masaros now, who got arrowed by Jabs. Whitemon, pop the Fortune's End. Meanwhile, Cuckoo's still being chased down, but they can't lock him down, and now the arena perhaps onto Q. No, not quite yet. They may not even need it. Spear, gonna be missed. Nice to simulate out from Q, but he is gonna die. Meanwhile, Arbit gonna start on by himself onto Masaros, needs to back up, and here comes 23 Savage onto that Viper. He'll get RP'd up, but is it gonna matter? They don't have the damage for Savage right now. He'll get the infest off in time, back onto Jabs, and he is safe as they go for more. The arena gonna be dropped by Cuckoo onto Fearless, and they take him down. And Arbit's not done either. He goes onto Masaros. Make it another. But I'll tell you what, John, on the brighter side, they did get the bot T1 tower. Kane's out now on Q. They're forced to just use the healing ward to get everyone up. But they're not allowing him to get to that triangle. Another chains out into the arrow of Jabs, and that might be Q gone. Fate's Edict is going to buy him time, but not for long as he does jump back in onto Whitemon now. With the Viper strike out from Masaros. They do get one, but they're going to lose Q on that Void Spirit and Boombell's Courier for that matter. And now Savage is here, and he is willing to go for the fight. Fearless does still not have RP. It's 35 seconds away. Cuckoo has Arena. Goes for the 3-man Arena. Only catches out 2 as Masaros somehow got out of there, but it's not going to matter. He can't help him out. A double kill from Jabs. And it's a 10k net worth lead at 17.5 minutes.
There's a lot of damage in Savage though, and they're in the pit.
It's not going to take long either, but they are starting to posture here, MG Trust. With the smoke up, but Fearless is going to have his smoke broken. He commits the RP, but it's only on Jabs. He gets speared to the wall. Oh, they're panicking now, John.
Fearless realized he was caught up. He could have just skewered out, but I think it's like a fight or flight kind of situation, and he chose to fight, is punished. And MG Trust, all they can really do now is just keep building up in Jackie, keep buying some space out, try to find a farm, and hope that you're not going to be picked off.
Not bad. Goes after Boombell, gets the chains off, but the Fate's Edict is going to protect him for now. He does also get the false promise in time, and now the arena's going to be dropped. Q, he jumped into them. He'll get speared up mid-jump. He'll get simulate off in time. They're going to try and turn onto Arbed now, but it's not looking amazing for him. Or maybe it is. Fearless comes in. That is not the skewer you want. They'll jump back onto Jabs now, but it's just not enough. Whitemon going to take down Fearless. The Omni Slash literally doing no damage. Jackie will not be able to get a kill out of this as Whitemon has a double. Now Cuckoo back onto Boombell. There goes Q on the Void Spirit. Jackie does TP out with a spin. Boombell's left behind. Whitemon on a triple kill on the Enchantress. The net worth lead just keeps going up. It's up to 14k now.
Breaking up the farming of Fearless just by grabbing the creeps, and Fearless gets too scared. He can't come in for that camping.
Oh, Arena out again. They have caught Fearless on the mag with the arrow out, and Savage is coming in for the damage output, although he does get RP'd with Jabs, but they're on the low ground. Q is going to get some damage in. Doesn't actually have enough to kill off Savage. He had the Aegis anyway. Now a double chains out from Arbit. Masaros, he's gone. Jackie will try to run, but the arrow was going to be on point. He's forced to spin. He will make it out. Or maybe they just let it go down, but I think Among Us might just keep going if they don't defend. They're just so healthy. Chains out onto Fearless. There's a slow. Now the infest.
Disconnected.
They get knocked out of the arena. Omni Slash going to fly through, but again, it's just tickling the side of Among Us. They'll be laughing all the way back to the Radiant base at this rate. 23 Savage. It's just fine. Nobody's going to die. They'll turn back around now with the chains out from Arbed. Masaros, he does have the false promise out in time, but Savage just jumps in. He still has the Aegis. He wants to just keep fighting, but the side of Motivate do not. They'll hang around the tier 4s. Masaros, oh, he might be dead. The spear comes out from Cuckoo. The arrow connects, however, they do kill off Whitemon. They got one of them, but it's only the position 5. Jackie trying to run with that spin. 23 Savage back onto Q, who cannot astral step away, and he does get taken out. Oh, and now the spear at the fountain from Cuckoo. He's got Fearless. Just call it, yeah, they call the GG. Let the misery end.
Wow, it's Among Us. You know, they go back to that playstyle we know. Where Abed gets more space out. He's on a hero that's fast. He doesn't have to farm up with Savage. It's a much cleaner game for them. MG Trust, they gave some good fights in game 1. They took game 2 by surprise.